A top shark expert says he believes that it was a great white, which makes this even more remarkable. The man you see being taken to an ambulance there, Chris Myers, survived. We'll talk to him in just a moment, but first, his harrowing and miraculous story.
What's the problem? A shark attacked. He's bleeding. He's wounded. His whole ankle's been bit.
You can hear the panic in these 911 calls.
He's bleeding quite badly.
The harrowing moments just after Chris Myers emerged still alive from the waters off Cape Cod Monday. Beachgoers had just watched helplessly as a shark pulled Myers under the water while he and his teenage son body surfed on Ballston Beach.
Suddenly, something came up between them. It had a large dorsal fin about so high.
Myers was bitten in both legs below the knees, possibly in one strike.
They had to carry him up here, and they had to wrap it around his legs, and it was bleeding through the gauze. Both of his legs looked really bad.
Massachusetts' top shark scientist says it was most likely a great white.
It's not likely to be a mako, a blue, a poor beagle, or any of those other any of the coastal sharks. All this add up to the white shark being the most likely candidate.
Which makes us very thankful that joining us now from Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston is Chris Myers. You see his son JJ there, who was by his side through it all. And Chris, it is great to join you this way. We want to ask first and foremost, how you doing?
Well, under the circumstances, quite terrific. Thank you.
Yeah, so you and JJ are out body surfing, and then what happens?
Well, we were trying to get out as far as we could to a sandbar that was a good ways offshore, probably 400 or 500 yards. And so we were swimming through some deeper water, trying to get out to the sandbar.
So, JJ, as you're swimming, JJ, when did you understand what had just happened to your father?
Well, I heard him scream, and I turned around, and I saw the kind of the back and the fin of the shark up out of water. And, you know, at that point it hit me that it was happening, but at the same time I felt like none of it was real. The shark almost looked too much like a shark, and, you know, it all seemed too real, and it just really seemed like a movie, and really none of it seemed real until I was on the beach. And
did you have a sense of how big? Did you have a sense of how big the shark was?
I mean, it was really hard to tell, but it was a good-sized shark.
Yeah, I would assume so. So you're 400 or 500 yards out, Chris. How then did the two of you get back to the shore?
Well, we really didn't have a whole lot of options, and we were very motivated. So we swam hard. And I was thinking as I was swimming that I was starting, my lungs were fine, my kick was fine, but I was starting to feel kind of dizzy and wondering if I was losing blood. I knew I'd been bit pretty bad. And so my only concern was, would I be able to make it back to shore? But we were able to do it.
So, JJ, when you get back to shore, you see how badly your dad was hurt. What'd you think?
To be honest, I just felt so fortunate that both of us were on the shore, and that from, you know, his injuries looked bad, but it could have been so much worse, and I just felt really blessed that we were both sitting on that beach, and, you know, me with no injuries and my dad with minimal injuries.
So, Chris, you will recover. The rehab, I'm sure, will be quick. Are you going to get back in the water this summer?
Well, I think I might wait to do some. I might try swimming a little closer to shore. It'll certainly take some gentle effort to get back in the water, but I hope one day. I've been swimming at that beach ever since I was a little kid, and nobody in recent memory has had a shark attack, let alone by a great white, which is what they're thinking that was. So I guess our odds are still pretty good, but maybe people need to be a little more careful than I was.
Well, we do see the bandages, and again, we are just thankful that you can join us and discuss it all with a smile on your face. Chris Myers, your son JJ, we appreciate your time this morning.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Don't be an easy meal.